This is the way. Hey all, Paint Marine here with a kind of a different video this time. I'm actually doing a kind of a outside the box kind of review of this here Mandalorian helmet. So let me go ahead and take this off now. Um, yeah, so I'm very excited to share this with you all. This, I mean, you can already tell it's just outstanding. It's just awesome. I'm like nervous to like hold it. um, it is so crazy, like screen accurate. It blows my mind. Um, so what is this exactly? Where did this come from? How did this come to be? So this is the work of a few, I guess, hobbyists and prop makers within the cosplay and costuming community. One of them, a buddy of mine, Sean Bradley Studios, and he is actually, he 3D printed this and then made the master mold from the 3D print, cleaned it up and everything, and then made the master mold, and then I already got something on there. And then he worked with another studio called Artisan FX to make this very realistic paint, like metal that you see, and you can kind of see I've got like some of my own fingerprints right here, but it does come with, which this is really awesome. Um, so it does come with some other things, like they give you like a little micro cloth and some wipes. The wipes are only for the visor, and the cloth is for the rest of the helmet. And I'm going to put links in the description below to the Facebook pages for both Sean Bradley Studios and Artisan FX, as well as Sean Bradley Studios has a Etsy shop, and then also the webpage for Artisan FX. Now, currently, they've been doing kind of waves of pre-orders. This was the first wave that came out, and then they're kind of, they keep selling out now. To be upfront, I'm not going to discuss the pricing of it right now because that's kind of more their thing. But if you are interested in this, you can contact them either through Sean Bradley Studios. He can present you with your own kind of unfinished helmet, which then you would have to finish it, or then you could contact Artisan FX, or you can go through Artisan FX and they'll do a completely finished, so the end result is like this. And then here's also, I can show you kind of the inside. Just put some kind of basic padding in there, but yeah, so very cool. But what I want to preference on all this is because this, I mean, this, I can't express enough like what high quality of a product this is. It is not a cheap product. So I know they get a lot of people kind of coming to them expecting a couple $100s even. Um, I can tell you it's definitely under $1,000. It's definitely not up that high. Um, but it's not going to be a couple $100s. Like I said, this is not a cheap product. This is definitely masterful work done right here. Um, so, like I said, I'm not super. This has been my first kind of, I guess, interaction with Artisan FX, and like I said, I'm already very impressed. Right now, the paint that was used is kind of a formula, a custom formula that I guess that he worked on to create and develop. And he's still got a few more things he's got to go through before he can make it available to the public. But my understanding is the end goal is to have this kind of actual realistic metal type paint available to the public fairly soon. And yeah, so once that's available, I mean, if you start following the page and stuff, you'll know then. So if you want to get an unfinished and then attempt to create this finished version on your own, you very well should be able to soon. And then with Sean Bradley Studios, I want to just share something else. I don't have everything out right now. I can share part of it that I have with you. But many years ago, worked with him and had something else made. And so that's something else you can. He has a few things on his Etsy shop that he makes pretty regularly. I would say kind of readily available. That's why it's on the Etsy shop. Um, but then you can always contact him and do other kind of commission projects and stuff. One of the things that he is pretty well known for is ODST armor. So, you know, he can kind of customize it with whatever you want. Like I have, you know, my own last name on there, and being 40K, Salamanders being like my #1 army here. But yeah, so, and then, you know, you can get these in various degrees of battle damage, weathered. You can get it like in brand new if you want to. So I got this, it just kind of has a little bit, kind of a different kind of foam in there. This was many years ago, and I mean, I can always upgrade this foam and do it differently. Another kind of cool thing is, I don't know if you hear that at all, but there's this little switch right here. I'm not sure if you hear it at all, but there's actually, let's see if I can get the camera on there. Yeah, so right up in here, and then on the other side, kind of that same spot are some fans to kind of circulate some air in there when you have it on, but then also definitely helps kind of keep the front from fogging. Now this, you can see, it's kind of, you can see through it, it's not super clear. I do have an actual clear, like it's kind of a smoke, I guess, kind of tint, so you can actually like kind of still see my face pretty well, and it makes it a lot easier to see. But I mean, the silver is kind of a mainstay of the ODST. It looks really cool. So so yeah, put that on, and you see it's, I mean, it's pretty awesome. Now these are modeled more after the Halo 3 ODST game, after that armor. So I guess kind of the newer version we've seen, not the ODST in Halo 2. And then I think some of it's very similar to the ones that we see in Halo 3, but Halo 3 ODST definitely kind of makes the armor be quite a bit different. But yeah, this is the only piece I have out right now. I have the rest in storage, and the rest of the armor, because I have a full set of armor, of ODST armor that he made for me many years back. But definitely wanted to share just like this available. He's got, like I said, many different Halo props and costume armors, as well as different various Star Wars armors and things available as well. So yeah, so I guess that's gonna be it for this video, really. Again, you know, if you're at all interested in something like this, definitely check out their web pages and their Etsy shops and all that, and I highly encourage you to contact them. You know, I'm not sure Artisan FX, like what kind of staff wise they have there. I do know Sean Bradley Studios is it's primarily himself. He from time to time will have someone help. I think his wife helps him every now and again, and may have friends, but for the majority of the work is done solely by him. So depending upon how many orders he has, and then there's certain cosplay events and celebration. I know like Star Wars Celebration, Dragon Con are like two that he starts to get really busy with orders coming in, and then Halloween also. Halloween is always a big one where people contact him for things. So highly encourage that if you're interested in anything, contact him early as possible so he has enough time to get things to you in a timeline that you may want them by. So alright, well, with that being said, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are interested, like I said, I've got some other videos mostly focusing on Warhammer 40K, but I'm going to probably start branching into a different playlist and have kind of my other interests, because 40K isn't just my only interest or hobby. So definitely check out the channel. I definitely would appreciate it. It's pretty much mostly anything, I guess you could say, geek, nerd, culture, hobby related. You'll probably find it as I continue to grow my channel. And then also check out the Facebook page I have, where you can see a lot of my commission work and stuff I'm working on and other projects and stuff there. And throw a like on the page there. I would definitely appreciate it. So with all that being said, Until next time.